The Toronto real estate market is expected to crash by 30% in spring, according to the majority of investors. What are the chances of this happening, and will it happen at all? If you're a homeowner in the GTA, should you be worried about your home's value? If you want the answers, keep watching this video. In the last half of the year, buyers have been leaving in the market in droves in the face of inflation and its effects. September market stats show noticeable cooling compared to last year and the 10-year average. To put this into perspective, the last 10 Septembers averaged just over 8,000 sales. So what's causing the slowdown and decline? Well, as most of us know, the government has been hiking interest rates consistently since March, going from the key interest rate of 0.25% to a now 3.75%, with more increases planned for the future. So have interest rates actually stalled the market and done their job? Not quite. While the increases may have helped to reduce the amount of buyers in the pool, there's still a very real inventory problem. Although average home price has decreased in September for the first time since May 2018, the low inventory creates a supply issue which could keep pricing up for some time, especially in certain micro markets of the city. Before we continue, if you're interested in Toronto real estate news and tips, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay up to date with GTA real estate. As of September, the inventory sat at 1.4 months compared to a balanced market of about 4 to 6 months of inventory. This is just one of the factors that contributes to Toronto ranking as the bubbliest market in the world according to UBS. Toronto scored 2.24 on the index compared to Frankfurt at 2.21 and Zurich in third at 1.81. So what exactly is a housing bubble? Essentially means that homes are overvalued for an extended period of time. One of the largest contributors is speculation. For example, if homes are really only valued at $1 million, but buyers are willing to pay much more than that, with the idea that they're eventually going to offload these properties for much more in a short period of time and ride the wave, you get a cycle of overvalued homes that fuel the purchase of more overvalued homes and continually push up home prices. As an agent working in Toronto, I can definitely attest to this. Being a part of negotiations with homes selling for almost $1 million over asking in the height of the market earlier this year. If you'd like to book a time with me to discuss your real estate goals, click the link in the description to book a quick call to see how I can help you with your Toronto home ownership plans. So what else has fueled the trend towards the bubble? Strong population growth, ultra-low mortgage rates, and foreign investors have contributed to strong prices throughout the years. Other signs of a bubble include a disconnect between income and the local home prices, and rent, excessive lending, and increased construction activity, all of which have been present. In fact, if you didn't know, Toronto is the North American construction crane capital, with around 6 times more construction cranes and construction occurring than the next largest city in construction, which is Los Angeles. Our market is no stranger to rapid growth, and with a steady flow of newcomers, there's no shortage of buyers to continue this trend. However, the market was seeing limited affordability prior to the rate hikes, and increase in rates have decreased that even further. So despite the increased bubble risk in Toronto, some air has been let out in the last few quarters. More rate hikes are coming, and when the institution of the foreign buyer ban comes January 2023, we should see even more air let out of the bubble with fewer buyers in the pool, allowing some room for our inventory to catch up. Come spring, the majority of economists agree that Toronto will experience some sort of a bubble burst of around 30% of a decrease in home values. So what happens when a bubble bursts? Well, the major effects are home values dropping significantly and borrowers being left with large mortgages that may even exceed the value of their home. While a housing bubble bursting will likely touch us all in some way or another, the largest effects will arguably be felt by those who bought during the peak with the goal of short-term sale and those who need to sell due to timing or financial constraints. These homeowners will find themselves unfortunately selling at a loss and may owe money to lenders on properties they no longer own. Homeowners who are in more of a long-term position will find that their home's value will eventually rebound and regain a positive valuation over time. With a drop in the spring of 30%, it would only bring prices down to December 2020 levels prior to the pandemic peak. And it's been said that a drop of 40 to 50% would be required to bring values down to 2015 levels. So, will there be a crash? We can't predict it. And while many speculate there could be, the GTA market has built-in resilience with ongoing population growth and pent-up demand, along with an inventory shortage, which could keep home values up in 2023. Comment below, do you believe there will be a crash in spring 2023? I'd like to know your thoughts. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you enjoyed this content, consider hitting the subscribe button and clicking the notification bell to stay up to date with more Toronto real estate news and tips.